Hi everyone, this is Plant Master here. Today we're going to be talking about the care of hibiscus trees during the winter. This applies to any hibiscus plant that is of the tropical persuasion, and the way to tell the difference between a tropical and a hardy hibiscus are the tropical leaves are very shiny and dark, whereas the temperate and hardy leaves are very papery, and they're flappy and they're not as strong. So anyway, back to tropical hibiscus. When you bring it in during the winter, if you want it to bloom again next summer, what you have to do is you have to cut it back. You have to cut back all the green growth. And when you cut back the green growth, that kind of puts it into a dormant period. And I do this around October, November-ish. And then you put it in a bright, sunny place and cut back on your watering. And then after that, around January, February, your new leaves are going to start to come out for next year. And after you have, after the last frost, you can put it outside and enjoy it one more summer. And you can just keep doing this year after year, and it'll bloom beautifully every year. So what I like to do is I like to save my cuttings that I take off my plant because there's no reason to waste them. They can be used to start new hibiscus trees. So we're going to talk about defoliating and then planting those cuttings. So what you're going to need are some shears or pruners, or a pair of very sharp scissors. And you're going to want to sterilize these, whatever tool you use, just to make sure you don't put any diseases in the plant and just prevent anything from getting from one place to another. So what I do is take a little lighter and I go and I put the flame right by the two places it cuts, so that way it kills any bad bacteria, organisms, anything like that. So they're sterilized and they're ready to cut. So what you do is, my tree is already cut, like I said, but you're going to take all your growth and cut it back to the woody stems. See, I barely have any green spots on my tree, and it's because I cut them all off. And what you do is you cut them off in the biggest chunks that you can find, so that way they're ideal for rooting and planting. Now here are my, I have about 3 to 4 cuttings in each pot, and what you do is you cut the chunk of leaves off of your plant, and then you strip it down to about 2 leaves. If you can see, most of these are only 2-leaf cuttings. You strip those leaves off of the bottom, so that way you have a nice little stem, and you stick that stem in your rooting hormone powder, and anywhere that you cut off a leaf, there's a little sap there, and that will help get the rooting hormone powder to apply to your cutting. Then once you have the powder on it, you stick it right in some nice topsoil, and you put 3 to 4 in a pot, and then you water them, and you're good to go. They will wilt at first. Mine started to wilt yesterday, but they perked right back up as soon as you give them water, and they'll take a couple weeks to root. And obviously it's winter, so keep them in a very sunny place. I'm going to put them in my greenhouse so that they have some time to, they're in their natural environment, tropical environment, so they don't go through too much of a stressful period. So that's the basics as far as cutting your hibiscus back and rooting your cuttings. And it's really easy, really fun to do. I'm going to have about 10 new hibiscus plants. I have 4 pots of cuttings, and hopefully they'll all take, and we're going to have lots of new hibiscus trees. You can do this with your hibiscus at home, and it's a great way to give plants as gifts once they start. So thank you for watching. I hope I taught you guys something about your hibiscus trees. Don't forget to cut them back and put them in a sunny place for the winter, and thank you very much.